It's a lot of harass from the Tide Hunter. Lion putting some harass on the other side of the map onto the Phoenix. And Carrix is just gonna run around. He's got 2 rings of protection to his name right now. And he's gonna hang around that top lane a little bit longer. I think that this game we're actually going to try to not miss the first blood. So, smoke here by Jackets and Dizzy, going towards the Invis rune, picked up by Picat's Joe. And this Viper could be in a little bit of trouble. He's sitting on about 2/3 health right now. And the supports are waiting on the high ground. Invis rune picked up by Zeus. And he's going to go right in. Smoke pop by Lion. A little bit early perhaps. But the Viper is turned into a frog. The Venge Stun will come out and the Earth Spike as well. I think this is going to be Dizzy taking the first blood. It does go down pretty low, but not going to die, and uses the healing self to get back up to full health. Or thereabouts. Good rotation by the support secures the first blood for the support. Rubik's here to soak up some XP while the Viper is not here. And could decide to go in on the Zeus, but I don't think that's going to be the case here. In fact, the Rubik is going to back up and perhaps see about stacking some camps. It is around that time. Phantom Assassin doing fairly well on that top lane, already 22 for 9. She must have been getting nearly every creep. And her supports will return to her. Tide getting slowed a bit by the poison touch of Dazzle, but he is going to be just fine and right as rain. And he is at level 5, out-leveling the Phoenix right now by 2. Audio taking a lot of damage, but he's going to be fine here. Uses a healing salve and will be back nearly to full health. Gary Gaz doing pretty well on this top lane. He is 25 for 10, and he's picking up a ring of health towards that Battle Fury. Could be pretty fast Battle Fury him too. Draw Ranger doing nearly as well on the bottom lane. Has 3 slippers of agility. It's lots of damage for her. And she'll be hoping to do a lot of damage to this Tide who is sticking around in this off lane. Of course, the Dazzle, not really that great against the Tide right now, and definitely needs a lot of help in order to get the kills. Frost arrows onto the Tide, who just wants to farm up some creeps. That's really all he wants from life right now. A little bit of aggression from Viper onto Zeus, but he's going to be okay here. Both harassing here a little bit, and Zeus does have his level 6, however he does not have enough mana for the ult right now. He could go to another lane once the rune spawns, but the supports again have smoked. This Viper has been getting aggressive. He makes off towards the bot lane as if he were getting a rune, but he's going to turn around. Lion is just going to secure the rune, perhaps, or he's going to move towards that mid lane, as this Zeus with almost full mana is going to use a lightning bolt and kill that Viper. That's the second blood, again caused by the rotation of the supports, and the illusion rune will get picked up by Picat's Joe. Picat's Joe. Dizzy gets a deny in that mid lane. Wow, well done by him. This Phantom Assassin is pretty immaculate here in this safe lane, farming up the creeps. Oh, will not miss that one. He uses the blink to get to the Phantom Strike to get to the creep there. And the Fire Spirits used by Phoenix will deter the last hitting of the Phantom Assassin, at least for a moment. Picat's Joe, not really able to do as much here without his support friends. And now doesn't have enough mana for a lot of things. He doesn't have his ult, And he's going over to the secret shop right now to buy up his arcane boots. And he will use them right away. Efficiency at its finest. Well, not really. He could have dropped his talisman to get a little bit more mana from that. Phantom Assassin trying to be a little bit cautious here for no reason, and she's not missing a whole lot of last hits at this moment. I don't know what the exact numbers are, but 46 for 21 is pretty damn good at the 8-minute mark. Picat's Joe running towards the bottom rune will pick it right as it spawns. It's a bounty rune. And Phantom Assassin about 1200 gold away from the Battle Fury. Couple supports from Team Radiant, Dreamscape Starlight Rockers. Gonna rotate on Picat's Joe. Picat's Joe gets the Viper Strike onto him, and he is going to try to get this Rubik down, but unfortunately he is not going to be able to. The Cautionary Grave was used by the Dazzle. What exactly need? Meanwhile, this Drow is getting a lot of damage on her from the rotation of the Vengeful Spirit and the Lion, and Tidehunter will secure the kill. He is now at 550 gold. Gonna be working on his Blink Dagger most likely next. Jackets, meanwhile, getting a little space here to farm up his experience. The Phoenix comes in, puts a Fire Spirit down. It will hit the line and do quite a bit of damage. The Earthspike misses, and he's going to be out of that lane, unable to farm it for the moment. Zeus trying to do as best as he can in the mid lane. Put some harass onto the Viper, but the Viper has a double damage. It's going to go right onto that Zeus, and I think that is going to be the death of the Zeus. In fact, it is. Unable to back up fast enough, and didn't really realize that the Viper had a double damage rune in the bottle. Well played by the Viper. Here comes Tidehunter, along with the Vengeful Spirit, who is now level 3. Tide has his Ravage available, and I'm the only viewer, I think. Let's check. No, it says Simalu is here. He's coming back. We'll keep casting it anyway. Viper with the double damage rune continues to put damage onto the middle tower. There is a haste rune that has spawned in the top rune spot, and I think Viper is going to give up on giving damage to that tower at the moment and go and pick up that haste rune. Could get another kill in the mid lane. It is just Jackets here right now, and will be joined soon by the Zeus. Haste rune is available. And this Viper's going to be going for the early mech. There is a Vengeful Spirit that's rotated towards that top lane, spotted out by the Radiant Observer there. And this Phantom Assassin is having her farm slowed slightly, but she is still working on the Battle Fury. Yep, still working on it, about 1,000 gold away from it. Zeus, despite the death, still doing fairly well in the mid lane. Well, perhaps not as the Sirens call for his execution. I don't know. I'm like so messed up right now. Lion places a ward down at the bottom rune spot. And Vengeful Spirit will watch her buddy, Phantom Assassin, continue to farm in the top lane. Drow Ranger has rotated with 2 Wraith Bands and a Ring of Aquila, doing 165 damage at the moment to everything in her wake. She could easily push down a tower if she decided to.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Alright. Zeus picked up a Phoenix in the jungle. Gonna take a couple creeps as well. Take a look at that fight recap. Yep, spells were used. Tide is going to be working on this bottom tower and asks for help from his friends, but Zeus doesn't really care. He's going to try to defend the mid lane a little bit. Fortify is available, does not get used by the Dire. And this PA could be in some trouble in just a moment if she's not careful. Really needs to stay alive so that she can be on track for that Battle Fury, as it now takes later and later into a good time. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, stun out here on Dazzle. Dazzle's turned into a frog and fingered by the line. That's going to secure the kill there. And the Viper wondering how exactly his friend died so quickly. Well, we'll tell you where. Finger stun. Meanwhile, Audio sits in the bottom lane, has almost enough gold for his Blink Dagger, and will probably pick it up after he farms his Creep Wave. Doing pretty well on the farm. And that he hasn't died. Meanwhile, on the top lane, we will probably have an engagement here in the near future, as I see that nobody's watching the stream. Tide picks up his Blink Dagger and subsequently TPs to the top lane. He's ready to fight here, and all of Dire are stacked up here. Oh my god, there's an early Ravage by the Tide Hunter, but it's good as the Drow Ranger and the Rubik both go down. Tomger could be in a little bit of trouble here, as he's not taking the best path to get back to the tower, and good Dire Observer Ward will give the vision they need to see him. Earthspike comes out, and the Phantom Assassin will crit the Viper down. That is a 3-for-0 exchange on the top lane, and could be another tower to make the difference even greater. And that fight recap's messed up. Yeah, still messed up. Phoenix just spamming out those fire spirits, doing the best he can to defend this tower from the onslaught of heroes, and as a result of that, the tower will most likely not go down to creeps here, and the last hit, just takes it within deny range, and it could get denied by the Phoenix right now, which it is not happening right now. Instead, the Dire decide to farm up the creeps. Battle Fury from the PA helping out with that goal. And it looks like Phoenix is going to run by that tower, which is in deny range. Phantom Assassin sitting on 86 for 27 CS, and Rubik picks up the Arc Lightning from Zeus. Phantom Assassin picks up some phase boost to complement her Battle Fury. Lots of accessories here for the Phantom Assassin. You can kind of see her eyes through the helmet. And Zeus is going to be going for that early Veil of Discord.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And this top Radiant tower finally goes down. Wasn't denied by anybody. Perhaps that was a mistake, as the Phantom Assassin is able to take the last hit and a little bit of extra gold from it. Alright, well after that silencer ult, We'll just take a look at Phantom Assassin still farming her way through that top lane. 99 for 28. However, the drought is catching up. Has